I'm looking like William, same like that. Bro, I'ma spit on your block at the back when they finish. It look like the wind.
Money.
Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on The Flash Season 8. 2 days in a row with some new information. So yesterday...
Usually by this time of year, you've seen our storm tracker, Jim Cantor.
But that was just amazing to me, too. What? Nobody is standing at 125 miles an hour. So any reporter that says that, it's not happening. Mike Bettis came here and he got to 133.
And I think we just made the record there.
So that gave me something to shoot for. And I thought I could get there and certainly go past that.
33.
Okay, come on.
Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on The Flash Season 8. 2 days in a row with some new information. So yesterday, from when this video is coming out, we got the big news about the already announced 5-part special event, or just to keep it to simple terms, crossover, that will be happening at the beginning of The Flash Season 8, obviously over the first 5 episodes. Now, we knew it was happening for a while. They announced it either beginning of this year, end of last year, something like that. We just didn't know the overall premise for the event, as well as the guest stars, and just the general scope of it all. And up until today, the villain as well was kept a mystery. But now that The Flash has started filming Season 8, all the information is now starting to come out, and hitting us across the face in a good or bad way. I guess it's up to you. And oh boy, they dropped a bit of a doozy today. So Warner Brothers and the CW announced today that BAFTA award-winning actor Tony Curran has joined the cast of Season 8 of The Flash in the role of Despero or Despero, however you want to pronounce it. I'm going to go Despero because it sounds a bit more exotic. You know, we're all about the exotic stuff on our channel, aren't we? With it also being announced that he is currently filming the upcoming 8th season of the series, so in turn confirming that he is the villain of the 5-part event, even though the description of the character does confirm that as well pretty much. And of course, that description of the character of Despero goes as follows. The character is described as a powerful and intelligent alien possessing incredible telepathic powers who left his homeworld, Kalanor, under mysterious circumstances. Now he's facing a deadly mission on Earth, one whose outcome will decide the fate of humankind and put him on a collision course with Team Flash. Now, of course, we know we are getting a pretty large guest actor contingent heading over to The Flash for this event and to deal with Despero. That, of course, being revealed about 24 hours ago before this news came out, with that guest list being Javicia Leslie as Batwoman, Brandon Routh as the Atom, Cress Williams as Black Lightning, Kyla Lee as Sentinel, or Alex Danvers, Kat McNamara as Mia Queen, Ozric Chow as Ryan Choi, Tom Cavanagh as Eobard Thawne / Reverse Flash, and Neil McDonough as Damien Dark. Now, of course, there could be more additions, whether they are smaller or larger characters from the Arrowverse or beyond.
Stephen Amell to
But it
come
seems
back.
these will be the characters that have any sort of like substantial role in the event, whether it be appearing in a full episode or multiple episodes. Though, as I'm alluding to, I think there's cameos of characters already associated with the Flash TV show that don't fit into this type of announcement. For example, Christian Magby, who played Dion Owens in season 7 of The Flash, or the Still Force character, is back in the beginning of this season to continue that story with Iris and her time displacement sickness thing, which we assume would be the case when Eric Wall said that storyline will be continuing into season 8. But of course, he isn't a part of this announcement thing. So characters like Impulse and XS could be a part of this as well. Dave Garrick as well, maybe. So the amount of characters outside of our normal Team Flash could be actually even bigger than what they are advertising. But of course, they are filming season 8 right now. Probably as you are watching this video, someone is in front of a maybe the camera operator is called Cameron, but they're in front of a camera in a super suit. So if any public filming does happen over the course of this event, which it will, I'd be surprised if it doesn't, we will be able to potentially add more names to that list that they released yesterday in regards to guest actors. But in regards to Despero specifically, who the hell is he? Is he like a villain worthy of having this massive group of heroes and I guess villains as well go up against him and be the focus or at least the villain of a 5-part event? Well, Despero is more well known actually as a Justice League villain, with that being where he was introduced all the way back in 1960. Eric Wallace, the showrunner for The Flash, even posted the comic cover from Justice League of America #1 from 1960, which is where Despero, was introduced and where he debuted. And the Justice League was just generally who he consistently not just ran into, but almost targeted. Like he went after the Justice League. It wasn't like the Justice League went to stop him. He was going after them. Whether that be the main Justice League setup or the different variants that they've had over time, though he has also taken on the Justice Society of America as well at points. Now, like in the comics, he is from Kalanor. That they're not changing that. That's where he's from. And he is a very powerful individual who has had various powers and abilities over time that have come and gone depending on what is going on with him personally, whether that be through him learning things or having access to items that give him new abilities and powers, just typical comic booky stuff. So just to list off some of Despero's powers and abilities, he has telekinesis, the ability to shoot energy from this third eye on his forehead, which I'm sure you've seen in the pictures I've shown. He has flight, telepathy, which is also connected to his third eye on his forehead, which they've highlighted in the character description for the Arrowverse crossover. He has superhuman strength, speed, agility, stamina, all of that stuff. Now, there is also a magic angle with Despero, which isn't always with him in the comics, but could be used in the crossover on The Flash. And one part of his magic abilities is the ability of possession. And of course, as you can see by looking at Despero, he is either going to be a character made up of makeup and prosthetics, or CGI, or a mixture of the two. But possession would allow the show to save some money or save some budget and just have him present himself as a random person at times, or even more lethal for our heroes, possess one of them, which wouldn't surprise me too much if that happened. Or maybe he even possesses someone like Reverse Flash or Damien Dark, or both of them at some point as well, and that's how they play into this story. And in various iterations with his magic, he can pass some of his super abilities that he would normally have to that person he's possessing, so they can be super strong or whatever that might be, even if that host normally isn't, so that can be pretty overpowered. Now, one big question that comes off this announcement that Despero is going to be the villain is, well, is the crossover still based off Armageddon 2001 like we thought it was, due to the fact the crossover is called, well, Armageddon? Or is it just based around something to do with Despero, that just used the title of Armageddon because it sounds cool? Or are they substituting in Despero as the main villain of their take on Armageddon 2001 as just like suits better for the story? And I think I would assume it's the last one, because why would you call it Armageddon then? I mean, when they did Invasion, it was based off Invasion. When they did Christ and Infinite Earths, based off Christ and Infinite Earths, Elseworlds and stuff like that as well. Even Christ.
My name is. Anything he wanted, I made sure that I'd take my last time and get it for him. I mean, he was my only child for 14 years.
Marshall Mathers has a half-brother who hopes to follow in his footsteps. Eminem hones his skills as a rapper in his
No.
welfare collecting.
No.
So sick and tired of being admired. When you hear his lyrics, though, it's hard to believe there was no dysfunction in Eminem's upbringing. But Debbie says she's at a loss as to why he says the things he does.
I wish to God I knew why. I really do. Because it is really heartbreaking.
But in response to the slander suit filed by his mother, Eminem's lawyer has said, quote, Eminem's life is reflected in his music. Everything he has said can be verified as true. But despite her lawsuit against Eminem, his mom says she'll stand by him in spirit and in song.
Someday, I gotta fall. And I just hope to God, I'm going to help you. I want to just get him in a room and sit down and say, look, you've got to stop this. I mean, your anger and your hostilities towards me, what have I really actually done to you? Where did I go wrong?
It's off again. I just want to go to sleep, guys. Let's go to sleep now. I just feel like I feel great, but I feel sleepy. That's how I feel, boys. I feel like I just want to crash and sleep. I'm so excited about tomorrow, bro. I have the delivery, hopefully the delivery of 2 or maybe 3 phones that I'm getting to flip right away. So I'm very excited about that. Every flip gets me closer to my freedom. It is that simple. It is that simple. Wait, no, what percentage is it on? Honestly, I have no idea. Well, then let's find out now. If I have no idea, then who does? We gotta find out. We all gotta find out. So, let's roll it. Let's rock and roll it, boys. Rock and roll it. Where did all my chargers go? I've used to have so many chargers, now I have none. Well, I still have a few, but it's not that much. And I think this one's supposed to go here. Hey now, you know, Rockstar 95, 95 means that it's done, basically. Just gonna have these three go around and down. Just get some water. Let's wrap it off.